Okay, so thank you everyone for coming to AURALiC's price release conference today. Last year, we launched our wireless streaming bridge, the ARIES, which provide to be really popular on the market for the audiophiles. And Munich has bring us a great opportunities as well as a good luck for us. And this year, as the first 5 year of the company, we are going to launch something really important. I'm more than glad here to bring you something exciting, and I hope you will agree. Okay, so let's back to 2012. That's the time we launched the original Vega. That one is coming with a series of our creative technologies. Vega is the third DAC on the market by 2012 that supports the DSD over USB. And actually, this is the first one support double DSD on the market. So, in the Vega, we have bring a lot of high-end features such as the femto clock, like the flexible filter mode for the prime sound qualities. So the Vega sounds really amazing. A lot of customers call it a giant killer because it can compatible with the DAC like 5 times more expensive, and it sounds really close. If you look into some DAC on the market by 2012, with the femto clock and the filter mode, that is pretty much we will image as a MSB DAC 4 diamond and the DBLC. So the price for the DAC 4 diamond is $30,000 US plus 5,000 for the femto clock option. And for the DBLC that has the filter mode selection is $12,000 US. But look at the Vega, it's just 35. And it has a very similar functions. We got the flexible filter mode, and we got a very close performance femto clock. The sales number of the Vega is extremely well. It really helped us to build the AURALiC brand image worldwide. Okay, so let's go to last year, 2014. That's the year ARIES has born. That's ARIES, and probably a lot of people come here has already experienced that and probably already reviewed it. It has a lot of industry-first technologies here, and this is actually the first streaming device that supports DSD and the double rate DSD and the Quad-DSD through Wi-Fi. And it also has the USB audio output to a compatible DAC to stream DSD and DXE. That never happened before. So ARIES is also coming with a dual-band Wi-Fi model that supports 2.4G and 5G. That guarantee the stability of the network when we stream high-resolution materials. We leverage these cutting-edge technologies into our product development, and not only as the pioneer in the catalog, but also bring the best audio streaming experience to our customers. When we look into the other product on the market by last year, so we found that we made it again. Wireless playback up to double DSD sampling rate and USB output and the femto clock. Each feature that ARIES has a solid advantage to the competitors. No, not competitor, maybe the pioneer, like me. Okay, in the past 10 months, ARIES launched start ship in last July. We sold 3,000 units. During that time, active customer growth rate is 130% every month. So this is just the most popular high-resolution streaming device that we have ever known. We are really proud of it. This is real-time static data pulled from our update server. So as you can see, this is the average daily active customer numbers of each day. So we have 130% monthly growth. This is from the 2014 August, and the in is May 2015. This calculation does not count for the customers who use ARIES without an internet connection our USB playback because they do not connect to the internet. But right now, we have almost 1,000 active users every day that using our devices. Our customer satisfaction is always very good, and it's a priority for us. So after ARIES was launched, we have made a lot of change for our company, mostly to better service our customers because this is a totally software-driven product. It's including the app, the firmware, and we have to know our customers' need and requirement to improve it. So for the same reason, we have moved our software team from the original outsourced one to the in-house. It's like the firmware, the app, and everything. So right now, the software development is totally in-house. That is an important department of our company, like structure and analyze, the electrical design, the industry design, and the R&D customer communication. By today, we have a software team, about 14 engineers, and they take care of all the software development, and the team scale will screw up to 22 people by the end of this year, which is really a lot compared to the other audify companies. So we have the confidence and to believe that we can offer the best user experience of the streaming audio in the industry. With all this effort, the result is really amazing. We have 12 versions of the firmware released since last July, and that fixed 53 issues and also add 48 new features for the ARIES. That including the customer wanted USB playback, the title integration, and a couple of sound quality improvement. So if we look at the chart, this is taken from July to right now. It shows the actual fixed and the new features coming. As you can see that the issues we fix every month is going down. But for the new features released right now is going up. That means we are focused on adding new features for customers. This is a brief roadmap for software design. As you can see, the roadmap is well extended to 2011 because the software development takes time. And by the Q3 of this year, we will add the tag editing function into the Lightning streaming and compatible with the Lightning server. So you don't need to edit the tag on your computer. You can do that through the Lightning server here. And the iPhone version is going to be released by Q3 this year. So with most streaming service coming in 2017. For the Android versions, it's a little bit slower than the iPad, but we will try to catch up. It's a similar one. We haven't forget about the people using desktop, so the desktop version is going to be available by late Q3 this year. For the firmware side, we have promised a lot of things during last year's CES. So we will add the group playback management, the DSD upsampling, and room correction step by step. Okay, so this is the first thing we want to announce during the show. This is the Quad-DSD support. As you can see that we launched the ARIES in 2012. Vega is the first DAC support double DSD by the time it's on the market. And 2 years later, we have decided to push it to a higher level, adding the quarterly DSD support to achieve our promise to our existing customers. So far, both Vega and the ARIES, the hardware already supported the quarterly DSD, and it's just through a firmware update. Let's take a short demo period. So I will show you how the original Quad-DSD sounding is really good. for the release of the new functions, for the ARIES, the firmware available is 2.5, and this will be updated and pushed to every single ARIES customers on Friday this week. For the Vega, for the units that we shipped this year with software version 2.0, they will download the latest driver on AURALiC website to enable the Quad-DSD supporting. And for the customers, they bought the ARIES, the Vega from last year and 2020, a firmware upgrade will be required in the factory or our service center. So our distributors and the service center will take care of everything. The upgrade is free of charge. The upgrade program will start in June this year, so it's pretty close. Now we get on to the point about Lightning DS. The development progress of the Lightning DS has been delayed quite a lot of time because the complicated software structure of the program. And this is just because we want to make it perfect. We don't want to put something that's halfway to our customers because that will only ruin our brand. We have released a first beta version on February this year, and now on the Munich show, we have bring the full function version. Okay, so the full function versions of Android is a complete new design. It's not just a land space version of the iPad that you have to use your cell phones like this. So it's purely a single-handed operation. It also have a multi of the new functions that the current version of the Lightning DS iPad doesn't have, which is a landscape library view. We also have a vTuner internet integrations. And we won't forget about the Tidal, the Cubase, and the Vim. Must be included. So the really important thing I already told is about the single-hand operation. I'm sorry I don't have a Chromecast here, so I cannot project this to our customer and the editors. So this is the Lightning DS Android version, as you can see. So the iPad version is using like that, but the Android version is just this. So you can scroll and see everything, and here. And if you want to switch, fax, internet, radio, it's just single-hand operation. This is streamings. And okay. This is the landscape. Well, people are loving it. So you can see the different ones on that. And if you want to play something, just tap and it will go. So Android version 1.0, the final version, will be available next week, right after the show. I believe a lot of people is waiting for that, so it's going not to be a long time. Okay, so we go back to the Lightning DS 2.0. This is for the iPad. This has been long expecting because it has a lot of different new features. It's a totally different software actually. The first version of the Lightning DS was released on July last year. Then we started to ship ARIES. Our software actually started working on the 2.0 right after the 1.0 is submitted to the Apple Store. So because we have found a new structure to write the software, like it's much faster running. Let's see how it takes us for the 2.0. It takes about almost 6,000 hours of human labors of the development to write the entire structure of the software, and it's more than 40,000 lines of the new code. As a result, the library cover lead time has been reduced by about 75%. It's really fast right now, and we also included a step-by-step setup guide, like the first step, plug your power cord, the second step, press the remote start, something like that. For people that don't have any idea what it is, they just follow the setup guide and it will finish the setup in the home. So they don't need to know anything about the network infrastructure, how the streaming, what is the UPnP, that's it. The guide will take care of everything. We also included the Lightning server inside the ARIES. So the Lightning server is supposed to replace all the existing DRM server on the market. The reason we have to do that is because different customers using different DRNA server, and the performance varies a lot. This is the good DRSM server on the market. The JRiver, the minimal server, the SI, the UPnB, and Tonki, it works fine. But a lot of customers from us using some really crappy hardware has a built-in DRNA server, like something from a router. You can plug a USB disk in, and it will like a DRNA server, but it doesn't work. It probably won't recognize your flag file, and it doesn't tell you it doesn't. So, and some of the WD, the voice, the digital, the NASRAP has a built-in DRNA server that is called minimal DRNA. That is a crappy software I have been seeing. That causes a lot of problems. This is our not fault, but the customer is blaming us. So right now we have to do something to get rid of everything, to let the customers to have the best server software they have ever seen. So for the Lightning server, I will demonstrate later. You just not get the best DRNA server support from various types of files. You can also sort your music library by import date, by modify date, by sampling rate, and by the field type. There's no other DRNA server can be done on the market right now. We also got the VTuner integration into the Lightning DS version 2. So the VTuners, I believe a lot of people has know that. It is an online service, so it has a geolocation service and send you a recommendation and based on your user preferences and your location. For example, I'm here. What I saw on the app is a German local radio station. When I go back to China, I saw it's my Chinese radio station. And it also have the live broadcast for the live shows. The most important thing is that the VTuner has the favorite on the cloud. That means you add the favorite on this iPad and you log through a cell phone, you can see the favorite on the other device because it's not on the pad. This is the new search function of the Lightning DS. So the original search function of the Lightning DS is also already incredible. A lot of people said this is the best thing they have ever seen. Right now, we have getting it even better because in the new search function, you can search your local library, not just a current library, but all your current DRNA library in your home, as well as the streamings, as long as you have the subscription and the radio station. You put something here, it will search the entire world for you. We also bring a new title integration because the previous one doesn't have a Genie sort function. So right now, everything has been sorted out. The Lightning DS2 for iPad is available next month because we are doing some final adjustment right now to make sure the software is perfect. During the Munich show, all the demonstration for the ARIES Mini is done by the Lightning DS 2.0 on different iPads. So that means it's pretty stable.